We're live.
Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Good morning, Denise. Good morning to you. Good morning, Denise.
Good morning, Denise. Oh, goodness. Let me see if I might have to mute. Okay. All right. There we are on Facebook,
Here we
too.
are. Yep.
So, Denise, it's one of those days, isn't it? One of those days. Traci, did you see the picture of the raccoon? Let me share that.
Oh, good morning, Carla D. Good morning to you. Good morning, Carla D. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Carla. Good morning. Who does that look like? Who's that puppy look like?
Oh my goodness.
That looks just like LizzAnn's.
Yeah, it looks like her little dog.
When I saw that, who tagged me in that? Darlene B.
Oh,
When
too
I saw that, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that looks just like uh, LizzAnn's baby."
Mhm.
Oh, Carla. Oh, thank you, Carla. Carla, yesterday it wasn't even this good.
Yeah, yesterday you were a little bit squeaky.
Yeah. Um, Yesterday I typed a lot, and when I went back, I was like, oh my gosh, all that clack, clack, clacking drove me crazy. And I hope it didn't drive anybody else crazy. Maybe it did. Everybody's like, until Darlene gets her voice back and stops that clacking, I can't go on there. I,
Uh,
I do sound better, Denise. And I covered the vent in here so it wouldn't be blowing my way.
that's hard when it's like you want the warmth, but the heat from the furnace dries you out.
Yeah.
That is definitely. Although, when Wright and I lived in Georgia after living all of our lives in Michigan, and we lived in Georgia for those 2 years, I turned the heat on like one time, and that was because I was going to have like the little neighbor's baby over, and I didn't want it to be cool on the floor. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. Good morning, Dwayne. Good morning to you. I had to, I giggle in the middle because I was reading what you said as I'm singing to you. You silly dude.
Wait. I clacked loud on that one on purpose.
Dwayne, Dwayne.
Oh, Dwayne. I love you. I love you, Dwayne. You just wait. You just wait. It ain't gonna be long.
It's going to be a mean mug.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Um, and Dwayne, you see this toboggan on my head. That means my strength is just not there. I just absolutely, um, yes, you could I'm probably stinky vision through the screen, but I just have to do what I can.
Aw. Good morning, Ruth Bond. A special prayer for you.
Oh,
Good morning, Ruth Bond. A special prayer for you.
oh no, Ruth. Um, Traci, can you? Yes,
Good
Dwayne.
morning, Malone Money Mindset. Good morning to you. Good morning, Malone Money Mindset. Good morning to you.
Can we do a prayer for
Yes, we
Ruth?
can.
You guys, we're going to pray for Ruth right now. Coming from her hospital bed, she had a mild stroke. So, you guys, this is what we do. We have to stop sometimes.
Heavenly Father, please place your hands of healing on our friend Ruth. Please help her to recover from the mini stroke she had last night. and help her to go home and heal and recover and be back to her normal self. We, in your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. And Ruth, I'm so glad you're listening, and I hope something today will touch your heart. Sometimes it's kind of hard to, well, welcome.
Good morning, Don Thomas. Good morning to you. Good morning, Don Thomas. Good morning to you. Good morning to Nova. Good morning to you. Good morning to Nova. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Nova. Good morning. And, sometimes to just stop and pray is, praying is very easy when you're by yourself and you just talk to God. And sometimes it's a little intimidating when we just stop.
Sometimes, yeah, it's to stop and rip one off.
But that's what God wants us to do.
Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you. Good morning, Darlene B. Good morning to you.
Darlene, I had to show the, and I'll show it again. Let me just click on the picture where it won't put my people out. Oh my goodness. See, Ruth, my dad had a stroke and I recognized it because during my daycare time, I had to take a class in first aid. And that was one of the things that I had to learn was not just for children, but a broad spectrum first aid. And it was noticing what strokes and what heart attacks was. So I knew what was happening with my dad. But I am going to share that again. Look at that. Is that not the cutest thing? Looks like LizzAnn's puppy is being hugged by Bonnie. By Bonnie. My raccoon, which has the butt of my puppy, she's huge, so she would overpower that puppy. But that is LizzAnn's puppy, day in and day out. That is LizzAnn's puppy.
Mm-hmm. Totally choked.
And it's so funny because last night Kevin told Bailey, he said, I think I'm gonna put you outside and we're gonna bring in Bonnie. I said, I don't think so. I said, Bonnie don't like me as it is anymore. She'll be all on me just right.
Yeah.
Ruth, when I went to my nurse, my doctor, what do you call it? My primary. She said that I could, when I was having different things happen, that I could have had mini strokes, but I still think it was probably more hypoglycemic episodes.
Mm-hmm.
But it is scary. But she said some mini strokes you can have, and then you can kind of recover from them. So we're speaking over that. We're speaking that one was just a mini stroke, and that your body will heal from it.
Mm-hmm.
Denise, Kevin's feeling better. Casey is kind of winding down, and MawMaw, I hear her coughing some, so she's doing her inhaler. Well, her, what do you call it?
Nebulizer.
Yeah, she's doing her nebulizer, which she's supposed to be doing 4 times a day. Oh, but you better bet she's doing it now.
Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you. Good morning to Craig. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Craig. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome. Oh, see? He said it was a drop in her in her sugar.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I didn't know that that could cause it, but obviously it can.
and you guys share the love, and most of you already have each other now because you guys are all family. But sometimes I have to double check to make sure
Mm-hmm.
that you know, that it hasn't been taken away or dropped off. Oh, that's right, Don. Um,
Oh, boy.
ooh, a new diet.
Whole new diet. Sometimes that's a good thing, and sometimes it's frustrating because you just, when they tell you you can't have everything you like, like, oh,
Don, I live close to Auburn University. It's not far from where I'm at. In fact, one of the boxers, they have a statue of one of the boxers that was born in Lafayette. I call it Lafayette. My cousin from California calls it Lafayette, but us in this area calls it Lafayette. But anyway, I'm trying to think who the boxer he was a black boxer. Been dead for, you know, quite a long time, but they have a statue of him at the courthouse. I didn't even realize that he was from the area. I mean, I really didn't
mm-hmm.
until they wanted to do this big bronze statue of him, and people donated.
Wow.
But yes, I come across Don. I think it was on Killer Whales channel.
Awesome.
So yes, and I did watch your video, and I enjoyed hearing somebody talk about the Lord. Oh, all right.
Good morning, oh Doris. Good morning to you. Good morning, oh Doris. Good morning to you.
Good morning, oh Doris. You came in just as Ruth was talking about the doctors gave her a new diet.
Good morning, Leonard Duke. Good morning to you. Good morning, Leonard Duke. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Leonard. Good morning. Leonard, I see that you don't have much more, that you'll have one. I know everybody likes to get to that 1K. You don't have much to get there. So, you know, good luck on your getting there. But yes, thank you. My husband is an Alabama fan. Me, I really don't care. But I when my daughter was in the hospital years ago, we were supposed to be coming straight back from Anniston, which is quite a drive from my house. It was when I was still working.
Oh no, coffee is now off. Oh no.
Yes, Joe Lewis. Thank you, Darlene. Joe
Oh,
Lewis.
that is a big, big bummer.
Oh no. Coffee. Yeah.
I
Well,
have gotten mine down to where I'm drinking decaf coffee. But
when I first started my when I did my lap band and stuff, I did decaf coffee and tea. It tastes the same. It does. I had headaches from it, but when the day I wasn't on and Traci took over, you guys, I didn't even feel like even getting on the computer but I drank so much water that day to help basically loosens everything up.
yeah.
But this, yeah, my daughter was supposed to have just a regular gallbladder surgery, and it ended up to come in. It took a long time, and I started praying, and it was they come in and said she died on the table. So she was there a week from they cut her aorta. So there I was without clothes. So I thought the blue jeans would be fine, and I low on money. So I went to Dollar General, and they had this. So I got this. So every time I wear this, I think of that. Really had to find something to match
your toboggan.
My toboggan, and this beautiful toboggan was made by Mystique Days.
Mm-hmm.
It sure was. She did such a beautiful job.
Ruth, they make a half calf. I started out using half calf and half full caffeine in my coffee. So that cut back the caffeine a little bit. And then I slowly weaned to just the half cap. And once I was on just the half cap, then I started adding in a little bit of decaf. And then I switched it. Now I'm all decaf. Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to you. Good morning to Kevin. Good morning to you.
Kevin, you see somebody put a Roll Tide out there, didn't you? And I forgot I even had on my Alabama sweatshirt until they said Roll Tide. Who put your Roll Tide? Leonard Duke, Kevin. Put a Roll Tide out there. I know we'll do this a little bit later too, but Traci, today is Thirsty Thursday, and Siosa really the other day brought it to my attention. When she said, "Where's my scripture? I like having a scripture a day for work," and I put the scripture up. So then, like Traci said, because StreamYard sent me that little note about I talk too much, they sweetened the deal with this little scroll thing, and they did it just for me. Then they had to let everybody do it. So we will stream Bible verse. So, but it would not let me put all of it. So
I'll let read the whole thing?
Yes.
But whoever drinks the water I shall give will never thirst. The water I shall give will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life. John 4:14.
So yes. It helps. You guys have a voice out there. Uh-oh. The Pope Squad is back.
Pope Squad is back. Oh, brother.
Oh, Kevin, Denise is from Georgia. My grandson's a Georgia Bulldog fan too. And even though Landshark went to University of Alabama, of course, he is a Ole Miss fan.
Good morning, Eli family, 1983. Good morning, Eli family, 1983.
Good morning, Eli. Good morning.
Good morning.
Kevin, I feel a little bit better. Oh, well, thank you, Eli. I feel a little bit better. Maybe I won't clack on this keyboard as much. As long as I've got, my voice, I will be able to communicate without clacking.
Yeah. I hear you, Kevin. I'm topping up coffee. I'll be right back.
Oh, and Dwayne, Kevin agreed. I just can't even. I still can't even. I won't, baby. My mother hen sitting beside me will make sure I don't overdo it today.
Yes. I'll cut her off eventually. As I see her starting to fade, I'll be like, oh, I think maybe it's time to cut it off for the day.
See there, Kevin, Leonard, what Leonard said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eli. Thank you. I told Tracy I feel bad that she gets up here hurting and she does what she does. And I felt so bad that Monday I wasn't able to do.
But you know, there is a difference. There is a difference between your everyday, and you know this because you do this, you deal with the same stuff.
Yeah, I start doing this
There's a
number.
difference between your everyday pain and your everyday stuff you deal with, and then the sick on top of it. Then you're like, oh.
I can do even kind of nauseated. But the all over ears and the upper respiratory, can't breathe.
Oh, I was achy everywhere this weekend. I just like literally, I had the chills, off and on chills, and just achy. Oh.
And you guys continue. You know, you guys keep Derek in your prayers too, because he has had a hard time of not only when he got down so bad, and then you know he tried to do a comeback, and then he ended up you know, with his eyes bothering him. Then he come back from that. Now he's got the crud, and Monday couldn't even talk. Yes, Denise. We will. And so, yeah, NASCAR man 3345 is who I'm talking about. Derek. He has just had a hard going. He's had a hard time, but then he.
Good morning, Killer Whale. Good morning to you. Good morning, Killer Whale. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my friend. Good morning.
Good morning and welcome.
So he sent me a thing Monday. He said we'll have to do maybe try for next Monday for the auction. He said I can't talk, and I told him, I said I can't either. And hey, he's way up north, so it's just I call it
the computer virus that we passed. I swear.
Yeah. So I asked him how I checked last night and said, how are you doing? He just said a little better. I said, yeah, me too. So, yeah, Derek, he's kind of.
He deals with a lot every day too.
Yeah. And what made me I thought of him this morning and told Tracy. But to see that, Ruth, you've had a stroke. He has had several strokes. So,
good morning, Sandy Brown. Good morning to you. Good morning, Sandy Brown. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Sandy. Good morning.
I think that Callan went back to school today because I have not heard otherwise. So I think he was feeling well enough to go to school today. So that is good news if that's the case. I do know that they were going on a field trip today to the Children's Museum. So that would be incentive as long as he's been on the antibiotics long enough, which he has, as long as he's not running a fever, that child will want to go because we have a pretty cool children's museum in our town that they are going to today. I like to go there, and I'm way past children.
I love museums. Oh, Leonard, thank you.
Oh, Leonard.
Thank you. The support for the channel goes toward equipment and StreamYard. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Because StreamYard made me buy a subscription because they said I talk too much. I don't know if everybody got that was on.
I didn't get that, but
see, they said I talk 90% more than other free
Good
users.
morning, LizzAnn. Good morning to you. Good morning, LizzAnn. Good morning to you.
So,
And I've been helping you talk all that time, and they didn't send me one.
so they were going to cut me down, Leonard, to 20 hours a month. We do that sometimes in one day. Not really, but
Not really, but
really
we
in
do
2 weeks.
sometimes in a week or 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah. I was thinking, wait a minute, that would be an hour a day. I don't think so. So yes, I had to go to my husband, and I did have to tell him, baby, because I have no income. Baby, can we do I've got to do something. And I explained to him, he said, just do it. So that's stepping out on faith. So that's what it goes for, Leonard. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you. That is a blessing. Thank you for blessing my channel. And look, we're small peas in a big pod, you guys. It's what I call it.
Mm-hmm.
But God has blessed us. Leonard, in April, I think I found something that said I had 18 subs in April. October we celebrated 300, and it took off.
Now it's December.
Yeah, and it took off. I think in November. In November, from October to November, it hit the 1K.
Mm-hmm.
But I stepped on my back deck, and I said, I told my husband, because it was on my birthday, I said, baby, I'm about to do a 300 giveaway, but I see the number 500. I just see it. And I had asked Traci, I said, Traci, I believe God's about to show out. Are you ready? Are you ready for the ride? And what'd you say, Traci?
I said, yes, I am.
And, I could not have networked enough to go from 3 to 1,000. I did network some. God gives us equipment. He blessed me to step out on faith and go in, to have to get a new computer to do what I'm doing. And I told Casey, I didn't even call my husband. I didn't even call him to ask him because I have no income. I didn't ask him because I just told Casey I got to do it. And I had my tennis shoe money in my pocket that I've had tennis shoe money in my pocket, you guys, for well over a month. I don't like going. I went in one place and I'm like, are you serious? $100 for tennis shoes? What?
Isn't that crazy how much
$200 for tennis shoes? I don't think so. I think we're in the wrong place. And one pair that was on sale, they didn't have my size. I'm like, okay, we're in the wrong store. And so anyway, I took that money and I said, well, Casey, I got to step out on faith. I went in and come out with the computer, and God's provided and God's good to our family. So Leonard, and the long way around, which everybody knows I do, to bring it back around. Thank you again. Thank you. Because that goes right back into what God told me to step out on faith. And when I got in the car, when I started walking out, my heart got to beating. I got in the car and I told Casey, I said, Casey, I talk all the time about stepping out on faith. I said, but now I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh my goodness, what have I done? But I mean, the doubt jumps on you. Stepping out on faith is easy for me to tell you guys. But then that doubt jumps in, and I said, Oh, Siosa.
Good morning, Siosa. Good morning to you. Good morning, Siosa. Good morning to you.
Siosa, you spoke it, and StreamYard did it. They put a way for me to get you your Bible verse, daily Bible verse, honey. And that's what I was telling people this morning when we first started, that I woke up after you said, "Where's my Bible verse?" And there it is. There it is. And we love you. And yes, Killer Whale, stepping out on faith. We have to. Oh, yay!
Yay! Roof is
Yay!
going
Woo,
home.
woo.
Yay!
Prayers, see prayers, lift up. Woo, woo.
Raise the roof.
Yay! Yay! Easy on the do decaf, easy on it. But yay.
You can wean yourself a little bit at a time that way, and then it didn't take me too long. Now I'm totally on decaf. So
now they say you're going home. You'll be out the door in about 3 hours.
yeah,
It takes them forever to get you out the door.
yeah, by noon.
Yay. I love praise. I love praise reports. I love it. Yes, Siosa. That's, they said, we told you talk too much. So look, we're going to give you a little scrolly thing. And it was so funny because Killer Whale was on and Dave, and they was like, how do you do that? I'm like, wait, you guys been on longer than me. You guys didn't get the message, but I love it. I love it. And so it was, I guess God knew what he wanted for our ministry, our Christian womanhood ministry. And I also like the community tab. That way I'm able to I was able to put out Traci's video out there on the community tab. I didn't even know what that was until Casey told me. And then little by little, things have popped up. And, but it does take me to sit there and maybe watch a video on it because I'm not tech savvy, but to understand some of the stuff. Oh, 6.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
her husband has 3
wow.
hours to get there. Wow.
See, I forget how far some people have to drive.
Yeah.
That was like, it would
Some
take
of us are blessed to have decent place right down the street type of thing,
it took me, I guess, driving regular because it was country roads all the way to Anniston, Alabama, to take my daughter back and forth after her gastric bypass. After a while, I got used to it, but I forget. And then when I called my husband and told him that morning on the phone, and I guess I shouldn't have started out with baby. Our baby died, but God brought her back. I shouldn't have started with our baby died, and our baby being
probably not the best way to say something.
Our baby being, let me see, Toot was little and he's 15 now. So it's probably been about 10 years ago now. Oh my gosh, time flies, you guys. Time flies. Well, he was 10 when Adriana was born. And so I guess it's been about 10 years ago. And, but Keevan, this is what I told him. I said, baby, please drive careful. Please drive careful.
Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Michelle. Good morning.
I'm having issues today. Man.
Your leg?
Yeah. I'm going to try sitting on a pillow, see if that helps.
Oh, I love that shirt.
Do you like it? It is.
Yes.
This is like an old shirt. Like I probably had this shirt forever. There we go. It'll work for a little bit. I don't know. Like my leg is falling asleep just sitting. That's not good.
Well, see, we have a high table. When we picked out this, I picked it out so MawMaw wouldn't have a hard time like sitting in smaller, like lower chairs.
Mhm.
So these chairs are high. The table is about waist high.
Mm-hmm.
And I did that so that way it wouldn't be as hard on me to prepare food in the kitchen. I could, stand up to do things. And it has very much come in handy because, like, I have my feet on a ladder, a small ladder, and I move my feet constantly. Prop
Mm-hmm.
them up, then move them down. Put one up, put one down.
Yep.
So, and then sometimes I do side to side.
Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you. Good morning, AJC Magic. Good morning to you. Good morning to Jennifer Hayes. Good morning to you. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. You guys, we had a blessing earlier. Somebody come in and they asked for prayer because, they'd had mild stroke. They're getting to go home today. That's so much great news.
That's awesome news.
It's awesome news when I'm sitting with MawMaw and in the hospital and they said, okay, you can go home.
Mhm.
So you guys continue now to pray for MawMaw too, because she's been coughing and she has COPD, but she's been hitting that nebulizer like she's supposed to. So prayers over her that it does not cause problems. December is a bad month for MawMaw. Every December for the past few years, she's been in the hospital. So you guys, we're going to speak blessings over MawMaw.
Let's do that. Heavenly Father, we're coming to you today to ask that we can get MawMaw through the entire month of December this year without having to be in the hospital. Just keep your loving arms around her. Keep her healthy enough to stay in her own home where she's the most comfortable, where she will stay herself the longest. And we just want to keep the Crawley family healthy. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. The doctor did put her on medicine, and her knee, she says she's been able to sleep without her knee hurting her.
Good.
She still can't. It's made her feel so much better that she tried to come out of her room the other day on her own. But see, it's still bone on bone. But
yeah,
it's the same medication Kevin takes for gout. But gout is a form of arthritis, which is arthritis. So it has, at least it's helped her to where the sheet doesn't hurt her knee. You guys, she was at the point of crying because even in Traci, I imagine you understand with your leg.
I do, because I have to be very, very careful. Things will, wearing a sock some days hurts my foot. Wearing a pair of pants on my leg is painful.
So,
don't have that choice when you live in cold weather to not wear pants some days. That's why some days I do stay in my pajama pants all day, because they're comfy and soft.
So yeah, I haven't heard her back there crying out in pain. So that is such an amazing thing. And she goes next week. She goes to the doctor to decide what he's going to do about her knee. And that's Tuesday. And Monday, I go back to have my second epidural. Now, I do have to say the shot of cortisone, what is it they gave me a shot of in the hospital? The Toradol and the whatever, the steroid in my back, steroid. You guys, it's helped my lower back pain some, but I haven't been sitting up in the chair for long either. I've had to lay down and rest more. But it's so good, you guys. Blessings to
Good morning, Danielle. Good morning to you. Good morning, Danielle. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Danielle. Danielle Marie. I like that name,
I
Danielle.
like that name too.
And since we've got other people on, I want to give kudos and shout out to my hat. My hat is from Mystique Days. She did such a beautiful job on it. And then she did the hand warmers, but my hands have not felt like ice. You guys, they stay that way, but they were kind of warm. See
Thank
what
you, Killer Whale.
that's so sweet. She is awesome. I don't know. God has blessed me. He has blessed me with
Bless us both.
so many great women and men. I've been blessed with men in my life too.
Absolutely.
Yes. And so, I say every time that I go into somebody's live and they speak of God and they're not ashamed to speak of God and his love in Jesus Christ, I'm like, oh, wow. I feel like this is wonderful. So, Killer Whale, you're wonderful too. Very wonderful.
You're pretty awesome too. And you got that good reading voice that is very soothing. Very good to listen to. Easy to listen to. Aww.
See?
Good morning, in vino veritas. Good morning to you. Good morning, in vino veritas. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning and welcome back. So happy to have you back. Your family. Your family. See there. And you guys, spiritual growth. I say we're not a grow channel, but spiritual growth and adding family members is wonderful, because if you have family members and you click their notification, then you'll see when Killer Whale's live and you'll see when Super Dave's live, and you get to go in these and meet such wonderful people. And there's so much negativity on, so much negativity out there.
Yeah, we don't need negativity. There's enough of it in the world.
Yeah. So you're able to come on, find YouTube channels that if you're shut in, kind of like MawMaw is now, and I'm not a complete shut in, but until I get well, I am right now. But it's a way of interaction. I know, Darlene, you got to go feed them animals. You better go feed my little red hen.
I'm going to grab some coffee a second. I'll be right back.
So there are wonderful channels out there. Wonderful. Thank you, Invino. Thank you so much for those kind words. We just try to do what God has led us to do. Oh, Kevin says he wish I know, baby.
Aww.
Well, look, we could get us a few hens and put them up there by that environmental pool that we've got going on, and we could get us a little goat. You wouldn't have to weed eat. The little goat could eat all those vines and stuff away from the pool area up there. I'm sure we could find us a little baby nanny goat.
Little nanny goat.
Yep.
I know Darlene would not mind a little nanny goat in the yard.
Oh, I'd raise it in the house, you guys. Look. Oh, you guys. Last night, Kevin looked down there at Bailey. He said, she looks like a fattening hog. If you guys don't know what a fattening hog is, well, thank you, Invino. If you guys don't know what a fattening hog is, go online and look. And then she's white and she's got some speckles on her. She does look like a big old hog, you know. But she's something. Kevin, I had to put her up this morning though. She was eating the end of our bed again. So I had to get her. And then I had to tell her get in her bed. And so she did. She got in her bed. But yes, in the mornings I get to touch base with Traci and you know, we go over things and talk about God's blessings and different ways that God might want us to go. And I don't come on decisions. I do pray. I pray before now. I cut on the computer this morning. Hey, it was off this morning and it had to be restarted. So God took, you know, he'll shut your computer down sometimes if he wants you to talk to him and, you know, speak blessings over what we do. And so me and Traci gets on before and we have to speak blessings over what he wants us to do. We don't just jump on and we really are being led for God to keep him in mind of what his vision is for this. And then Miss LizzAnn don't go. She said she's going to bed by the time Traci's waking up.
Yeah.
So then I get LizzAnn time later. And then Denise, I have not forgot you. Me and her's going to FaceTime. And hey, look, we need to, don't mean to leave the guys out, but one day we need to do a girls makeup thing live. I think I told you, didn't I, Traci?
Girl, yep.
We need
girl thing.
We need to do a girly girl makeup thingy. And you guys, some of you guys got to come on live now. If it ain't nothing but we come on just us and don't go live. Oh, goodness. LizzAnn fell asleep at 6 p.m. I fell asleep early too I fell asleep too early last night. I did. Tried to find something on TV and I couldn't even see. My eyes were blurry. And I was like, oh, well. Yes, Denise.
I wish I could sleep all night. That would be a blessing. I would report in the morning if I had a night where I slept all night.
Well, I did thank God this morning for allowing me. Oh, Siosa. See, this supports
I always
Sikkes.
feel like mine looks terrible too, but
we could do it. This does Sikkes, people. We don't have to go live, but I could send you guys out a link and we could just, you know, be on here without going live because it doesn't pull. It doesn't pull as much until I go live. But us girls can plan a time and we could sit here and get out our makeup. You don't realize Traci sees what mine starts out looking like before I start toning it down some. Well, in Vino, 3 nights Monday night I had a hard night. Started this weekend. But I think those shots plus my body's just tired. And I've been sleeping hard, was sleeping restful. But I think a lot of it has to do with I'm staying on top of my Tylenol. So I have to count 2 hours from when I take my medicine, take some Tylenol. 2 hours later, so I'm trying to stay on top of my medicine. Yes, you can. Look, I am 55 years old, and I just started back wearing. I've never done my eyebrows like this, you guys. This is a new thing. Casey's been wanting to get a hold of my eyebrows and do something bold. And I just, I enjoy it. It's a part of, I guess I'm not painting and doing any crafting right now. And I guess I'm crafting on my face. I'm
There
painting
you
my
go.
face and I'm painting my face in the morning, I guess. I had to find matching makeup and shirt to match the hat to cover this sick hair. I still got sick body. I do. Oh yeah,
Danielle
see?
just yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Danielle. Yeah, yeah. I want LizzAnn. See, I would look. I'd love to do LizzAnn's makeup. LizzAnn, would you let me do your makeup like this? Whoop whoop. Oh, so you're allergic to lipsticks.
Hmm.
Started getting ipsy and I started getting, I guess, a little bit bolder. And I don't know. I just do it. But you guys know, I come on no matter what I look like. If I didn't feel like doing anything this morning, I would have just come on with pale face and everything. Oh yeah, Liz.
Sounds like a plane is about to land on my house.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah, and
Oh boy.
uh-uh.
The discussion we talked about, I just got a text. Hi, Mom. Oh boy. I will be right back.
You know what I will do? It'll probably be like later because I don't want to go into, makeup and stuff tutorial, anything like that. Because the Christian womanhood, this channel, I want more to edify people. But I do one time want to show like off the Ipsy. It's one of my Ipsy bags I use for wallets when they come in. I just once a month. But that was something that I asked my husband. I said, baby, that was before I started. That's when my laptop was working for what I was doing. But I did ask him if I could do $12 a month. And because if I can keep tennis shoe money in my wallet for a month and a half, I don't like spending money on myself. And this is like 10 years old. And I just don't like it. I'm reading the chat on the side. But yeah, I binge watched, started Monday when I was just in my room and my phone hurt my head to look at it. And I just did not feel like being in here. So I binge watched the makeup on YouTube. And I enjoyed it because, they even did painting. It's like one girl painted on a face a full on this and it was on a man's face. And she painted a whole scenery of the ocean and the moon. And oh, it was so beautiful. I love color. And, and that's where Casey gets it from. And that's where my daughter, the eyebrows and stuff like that, that's what they get. They're young, so they would do their makeup very bold. And sometimes when I see myself, or a picture of myself with bold makeup, I think of my daughter. It was, Denise. It's on YouTube. I'll write down because then Casey started watching it. Just went. Welcome, welcome. Yes. Thankful Thursday and a thirsty Thursday because John 4:14, but whoever drinks the water I give them will never thirst. And I do have my voice, so I'm not clackering you guys on the keyboards today. I got some of my voice back. And Traci will sing to you when she gets back. I can't even attempt to sing. I had to I did have to do my I don't even know what it's called. My little breathy thing because I could feel myself getting out of breath. The little puffy, I don't know what it is. I don't know. And Traci's not here to give me the word for it. Thank you, Denise. Oh, thank you, Denise. Yes, my inhaler. That's why I went off camera. Oh, yeah, Grumpy Campy. Oh, yes, yes. Yes. You know what? I am going, let me write his name down first. And then I'll do the, and right here at Christmas time too. All right. Dwayne Campbell. And she passed yesterday. I will do that, and I will highlight you guys. Prayers. We need to do prayers for Dwayne Campbell and anybody out there. I will bow my head and do my best to say the prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, first, I thank you for allowing this type of social interaction that we can come before you. And I pray, Lord, that you will be with Dwayne at this time. Please, Lord Jesus, comfort his heart. We don't know what took her home to you, but she, Lord, is rejoicing with you. And Lord, but the heartache for this person left behind. And at this time of year, I just pray for comfort, Lord, for him. I pray, Lord, that he has family that can surround him, family that can comfort him during this time. And Lord, it's just hard when we lose one of our own. It's hard, Lord. And I just pray over him. And Lord, I pray over this morning and each and every person that's in the chat and each and every person that is out there that listens and can hear. I speak blessings and healing for mind, body, and soul. In your name, amen. And thank you guys out there. Thank you for each and every person out there that I know bowed their head and said their prayer over that family. Good morning, Swamp Picker. Thank you for being here this morning. How are you feeling? I pray that your back is feeling better today. I go get my injections Monday. Good morning, Alma. Good morning, Alma. Welcome back. Oh. Yes, just went. Oh, bless them. Bless his heart. Are you okay, Traci? You sure?
Yeah. I don't have an answer, but
Okay. Well, we just
we're going
said
to work on it
prayer.
some more.
I don't know if you could hear, but I did a prayer over.
Aww.
And she died. His truck wouldn't start when he tried, so she passed away at home. But we did say a prayer, so we have some new ones that's joined. Just
went, Glenn, Alma. Okay, I'm getting ready.
Okay.
Good morning, just went, Glenn and Alma G. Good morning. Just went, Glenn and Alma G. Ooh, I'm sweating now because that was a difficult.
You guys pray. Keep tracing your prayers to you guys.
It's silly.
Oh, thank you, Alma. Thank you so much.
Aww.
We miss you too. You guys are family, and you know.
Absolutely. When you guys don't come, we do. Thank you, just went. We do think about you guys when we don't see you, and we miss you.
Yeah, and you know, I might even ask in another channel about somebody. You know, there's another truck driver out there. He's a young man, and I forget how I come across his channel, but I told him, I said, my husband was a truck driver for years. You know, that's a hard job. And I told him that. So, okay, Lizz. So, Trucker Z, I asked somebody, I said, has anybody seen Trucker Z out there? I haven't seen him. And come to find out, you know, when I almost erased my channel, it took away, you know, some people or in the notifications. So he didn't know where I'd been lately. So anyway, I do think of different people. And, you know, Alma, let me double check to make sure that there you go. But I'm going to get me some tea, you guys. Okay. I'm going to step right. I'm going to go into the other part of the kitchen. Well, got to wait just a second.
Good morning to Super Dave. Good morning to you. Good morning to Super Dave. Good morning to you. Good morning, Super Dave.
Super Dave, you know, just went. Let me go back up here because you might know who Grampy Campy is. I'm not sure if you do, but I highlighted the comment. Okay, well, good, good. But Super Dave, we said a prayer, so if you can keep this person in your prayer as well. She passed at home, and let me highlight that so you won't have to try it. All right. She passed at home, and we'll just keep them in our prayer, that family. And let me take these out to.
Oh, you guys have no idea the trauma. I have to close my eyes a minute, fix my hair because you can't do it looking at StreamYard. Oh my goodness sake. So there we go. It's terrible. It looks all sweaty down. hope everybody is having a good day. I'm having
I'm
had
just
better
shaking.
days.
I'm
Had
just
better
shaking
days.
my head at reading what Super Dave wrote, and I'm just shaking my head at him like, yeah, I see. Oh,
We said at the same time.
and Dave, I saw you on, but I got like a notification on my little old phone, but to look at that screen, I told Traci earlier before you come on, it's just, it hurts my head right now. And so I haven't got to be in yours. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Dave don't mind. Dave will hurry up and say a prayer. He is bold and he is not ashamed. And like he has said before in his stream, he don't want to be ashamed when he faces the Lord, because it plainly says, if you are ashamed of me, I will be, ashamed of you. I will not, he's not going to know us if we don't know him and we don't want to speak up. You guys, our refrigerator looks funny too. It just looks so bare. We got plenty of soup in the fridge. We got stuff to be fixed. Let me.
Good morning, Anamora. Good morning to you. Good morning, Anamora. Good morning to you.
I didn't want to have a coughing fit in the, the albuterol breaks up stuff, so
Yeah,
you breathe better. You weren't here. I couldn't even think of inhaler, the word inhaler. I said, well, my puffy thing, Denise put inhaler. I said, yes. Oh, but you guys, for me to still have plenty of my Starbucks little coffee, to still have plenty of those in case he still has 2 of the little 4-packs. He's still got 8 of the mochas. That is not normal.
Yeah.
And anybody that goes on and sees the Porch Church Network, that was something that I do the laptop, and me and him both. He'd have his and I'd have mine.
Mm-hmm.
But like I told Traci, I said, some people, when you lose your taste or, you get sick, different things happen. And I said, Traci, I'll just tell you what I ate last night. I started out with cottage cheese. And then Kevin brought his boiled peanuts in there. And Cheetos, the hard crunchy Cheetos, and then Oreos. That's what I had for supper. And then I took a couple of bites of Kevin's spam sandwich. MawMaw had beef stew from the can and bread. Casey took it to her. So we've kind of, Kevin said the kitchen, he's going to catch Ebola and salmonella from the kitchen. I said, what? I think we was at the hospital. I said, what? I said, number one, if we had Ebola in the kitchen, they would tent our house and quarantine us, which they probably need to do anyway. And I just shook my head at him. Ebola from our kitchen. Willow.
Good morning to Willow and 4-speed 2. Good morning to Willow and 4-speed 2.
Dave, I'm getting there little by little, but I'll get there. I don't know how long it will take me, it's just bad when you have medicines that counteract each other.
Mm-hmm.
And starting Humira a month in, a little bit over a month in, I guess it is going to take a little bit, because I was on antibiotics over a week.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it says when you take Humira, it can hinder healing, or it can slow down, especially if you get it in your chest area.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading the chat, you guys. But I have to say, when I do get sick like this, I think it does make me kind of rest more. Then my body pains,
Mm-hmm.
I don't notice them as much.
Yeah.
And I think it is because I'm having to rest more.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Sorry.
See, you guys, I'm telling you. You guys speak prayers over Traci. Speak prayers over our Traci. That all goes well. I can't do flu shots now, Dave, because they told me, being on Humira, that I can't do flu shots. And they said mine's not the flu. Are you okay, Trace? They say mine's not the flu. They didn't swab me for anything, but mine's just, they said, an upper respiratory infection, virus. I told them I caught
In Autumn Grace's channel. She's in the hospital looking at challenging medical stuff during and after the holidays. What in the world? Are you kidding me? People.
Oh, I will put Autumn Grace, Willow.
Do they not know? I have things to do in the morning.
My husband got a flu shot, but
I get one, but I can, and since I can, I do every year, because it inevitably, if I didn't, someone's going to bring it in my house and I'm going to catch it for sure, because I don't get out very much. So I don't get exposed to very much. And so whatever comes home, I'm going to get. In fact, I usually am the first one to get sick.
Well, I told the hospital, because, I had to take MawMaw, and then I had to go the same day. And, everybody's going to the emergency room. And everybody's, even at the doctor's office the other day when me and Casey was with MawMaw, she had to go foot doctor, regular doctor. Then they sent her to have a ultrasound done at the hospital. So we've been just in and out of doctor's office in emergency rooms. And I told the emergency room, when I had my house coat on, I just was curled up on my side when they come in there. I said, probably caught it from here. They said, you very well could have. I don't care how much you hand sanitize, you still can catch stuff. It's airborne. It's airborne.
Yeah. When you got a visiting waiting room full of people hacking a lung out.
Willow, Autumn Grace, I've seen theirs. They come on so late. MawMaw follows Autumn Grace's channel, so I will tell her about Autumn having medical issues. And has anybody seen Peggy? Nana's, what's Peggy go by? Nana's Treasures?
Yes.
I have not seen Peggy.
Yes.
Has anybody seen Peggy on anybody's channel? I guess I need to check on her.
Good morning, Manuela. Good morning to you. Good morning, Manuela. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Ella. Good morning.
Jeannie from Autumn's channel. Autumn is okay, Willow said.
Oh, okay. So Jeannie that goes on with her. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's two of them that goes on, isn't it, Willow? And Willow, I have on right there. You guys, this come out of the box that Willow sent me. Sure did. So I decided to wear it this morning. But
You pulled some awesome things out of that box from Willow.
I know. And Willow, I haven't even got to the bottom of the box. When I tell you that box was so heavy, I still have it in my kitchen.
You're right, Glenn. That's a good reason to not read magazines in doctor's office, especially when you see somebody. I used to read them in the doctor's office until I saw somebody lick their thumb to turn a page, and I was like, oh no,
And
all done.
And I do. I read the magazines and I look through sometimes. Well, Daniela, welcome, and I'm glad you come by. And God bless
Thank
you.
For stopping, Danielle.
And we will have to set a date one day that we could take a rest and then maybe come back and just do maybe 6 of us on StreamYard, but not go live, and just us girls sit on and break out some makeup. LizzAnn, you're gonna have to find some makeup, honey. I want to see you do some eyebrows. Whoop whoop. Yeah, I mean, even Casey's like, if people are coughing in medicine, I went through Kroger to get MawMaw's medicine. People are coughing, they're hacking, they're sick.
Yeah, that's hard.
You see, 24 pounds, you guys. 24 pounds is what Willow sent me.
Oh, my goodness.
She blessed me with.
That's
Sure did.
awesome.
And then I pull stuff out, and then Casey says, Mama, we got to get that. Yes, and every time we start to get the craft room done, then so he's been staying in his room, and I've been staying in mine, and MawMaw, of course, tried to come out of hers, and she just couldn't. But I'm drinking room temperature stuff that's helped. And my ears have been okay except for late at night. Yeah, see, Alma, it just when Willow said, I've got some crafting stuff if you want it. I was like, yeah, thank you. Whoa. When that box came in, I'm like, oh, my goodness. No, I can't bring that in. Casey had to.
Good morning to Joel. Good morning to you. Good morning to Joel. Good morning to you. Good
Yay!
morning, Joel, our superhero.
Good morning. Yes, Denise, because God's got me right here. But I did clean off my area. But right now, my area right here, I do have the prayer list. And, you know, this prayer list it's from you guys. You know, what you guys, any prayer list, I write them down on here. And then I'll do on the back. And, oh, okay, let me see, Willow. Wow.
That's a good deal. $2
Yeah.
a piece per.
And then I have a super chat page to write down people's names. And that's my blessing page. But I do, Denise, need to get in there and do, do some more of my prayer jars. One of them I do have for my sisters. I got two of them, one finished to send to my sister and one to take to my sister.
Good morning, Foreign EXP. Good morning to you. Good morning, Foreign EXP. Good morning to you.
Ciosa, you have a blessed day. Have a
Enjoy.
blessed.
I hope it's less stress.
And you have very much been a blessing to me. And God used you to speak to me about making sure that we have a Bible verse for each and everybody that comes across. So thank you, Ciosa. Thank you very much. And much love to you.
Good morning, Handmade Designs. Good morning to you. Good morning, Handmade Designs. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yay, LizzAnn is home. I might tag team with her because I am having a heck of a time sitting here in this chair.
You know, Dave, they so much bacterial stuff. When at first everything was antibacterial soap, and then you got the hand sanitizer.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors sometimes will tell you just soap and water, wash your hands more. Because we have over sanitized so much, Dave, that they tell you now antibiotics aren't touching stuff. Once upon a time you could take an antibiotic and get to feeling better. But we have over sanitized so much.
Yep, everything's antibacterial, or everyone carries their hand sanitizer around, and sometimes you have to use precautions like when you're sick, but when you're not sick,
yeah,
you don't have to be all crazy bathing yourself in hand sanitizer when you're at home.
Yeah, and that was said about 10 years ago.
Yeah, just wash your hands.
Handmade Designs, I started about this weekend because Traci was sick this weekend, and then mine hit this weekend. Monday, when I went to have my stitches taken out of my finger, I was so sick. I just got I got Kevin to take me to just check me out. I really thought I had pneumonia, but they did a chest x-ray. And so I'm not as squeaky today. I'm breathy, but not as squeaky. So yesterday I had to type to try to welcome everybody in. And oh my goodness, when I tell you, when I went back to watch something, my clacking drove me crazy. I think my clacking drove Dwayne away. He has not said anything.
Denise, I'm a big hand washer. I wash my hands all the time, because I do the cooking, and we all know I have a terrible habit of smoking, and so if the grandkids are around and I go out and have a smoke, first thing I do when I come in the house is wash my hands. And
yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you, Ella. Thank you for the big hugs. Thank you. Now I did sanitize, like if I'm making MawMaw's coffee and toast, I will sanitize before I do that. And when she done her nebulizer, she asked me if I'd wash the thing off, and I said, "Oh, MawMaw, I don't even want to touch it. I'll let Kevin do it because." Yeah, Alma, exactly. And like Dave said, yeah, the chemicals that we're, basically hand sanitizer is alcohol right. And whatever else they put in there. Ella, MawMaw is coughing a little bit, but as far as her knee, praise the Lord. They put her on probenecide, and that helps with arthritis. And it really has helped the inflammation in her knee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree, Willow. Plain old soap and water.
Because of MawMaw having diabetes, she went to regular, I don't know if it's Ivory soap or Dove or just a regular soap.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I've been using. And my skin feels better and not as dried out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Denise, when I was diagnosed at 40 with rheumatoid, when I went to my to a regular doctor, and then he had to he had to overrule, or whatever you say. Hey, Liz.
Hey,
LizzAnn.
how you doing? I'm sorry you're feeling bad, Traci.
I'm really struggling with pain today a lot, and I didn't sleep good. So I'm gonna tag team with you.
All right. Let me.
Something. Bump, 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 bump.
Well,
All right, I love you. I love everybody in the chat.
love you too, darling.
So much.
Thanks for holding it down.
All right.
I'm sorry I messed up and didn't charge my phone last night. I couldn't
You're
believe
fine.
it.
That's fine.
It was dead.
Fine. I hung in there, and I knew you were going to be home soon, so I thought if I hang in there a little bit longer, I can tag team with LizzAnn, and we're not leave Darlene in the lurch.
Well, thank you so much, and I'm glad to do my part here.
All right. Love you.
All right. Love you.
You.
Have your day, honey. Much love. Well, my goodness, it's been a morning.
It has.
Hey, everybody in the chat.
Oh, all right, Denise. When I was diagnosed, all right, they sent me first. They tested, make sure it wasn't anything orthopedic. I had to go to orthopedic doctor to be referred to a rheumatologist.
Mm-hmm.
And the paper they gave me to take. Oh, you're going in vino?
Oh.
Or you telling Traci by? Yeah, we're not going to end yet. I believe I can make it at least till 10:30. So the paper I had to take, I read it. My daughter said, "Mom, that is so rude." But it said, "Comes before me a 41-year-old female that is, how did they put it? Obese and in good spirits and something that looks her age." Oh, my daughter, it made her mad. I said, "Well, look, they just said I'm a fat, happy woman." So when I gave the paper, when I went to my rheumatologist for the first time, and I went there 10 years, I loved the office people. Oh, I did. So anyway, I gave the woman in the front that, and she read it. And "Are you serious?" I said, "Look, I know I'm a fat, happy lady. What were they going to say that that I don't look my age and I'm a sourpuss?" No. So yes,
You looked older than you were.
and I explained to my daughter. I said, "Look, chronic pain affects people different ways."
Mm-hmm.
And chronic pain, and Denise, that made me think, yes, when we don't sleep, and it can age you. Chronic pain can age you.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Oh, well, I was morbidly obese. Now I'm obese. And you really, when you are online with exactly what your height and weight is on those scales,
Mm-hmm.
the doctor told me that I would be anorexic. that I would look, and I got at one point to where my face looked way, way drawn and sunk in, and I looked older. Casey said, "Mom, when you got too skinny, you looked older."
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I've been in the same pant size. I'm not in the biggest size, but a size 7 for me. No, that was too skinny for my bone structure.
Yeah.
And size 9, I wore size 9 for a couple years. Oh no, part of me loved that being that size.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, and I wasn't healthy. Not really. I felt like I was walking around on a cloud because I wasn't getting the right nutrition. But last night, what I ate last night, that wasn't nutritious either. But when I get sick, I eat weird stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Our bodies do that for some reason.
And I do not want any more. I do not want any more tomato soup. Mm.
Mm.
Oh, Sonia.
Yeah. Well, understandable, sweetheart. You need to rest. Your body needs to rest. And you are on the other side of the planet.
Yeah. But yeah, Denise, I went from a 24 down to a size 7.
Wow.
And that was within just a few months.
And ill. Oh, I'm so sorry, hon. Well, God bless you and heal you, dear.
See, I'm telling you, you guys are catching the virus, computer virus from me. I'm just passing it, throwing it all out there, ain't I?
Well, stop bringing it on the darn screen, for heaven's sake.
Next, tomorrow I'll come in. Well, Kiva has the pullover, which you can just see the eyes and the. I could have come on with that, but.
Please don't. We will wonder where Darlene went.
But I have covered up. I think Dwayne jumped off because I think it was smell-o-vision on his ear. And he was like, "What? No, Darlene, you smell like death."
No.
Thank you, Alma, for reminding. I forget to tell people.
Yeah, Ella, thank you.
Thank you, Alma. She come back in to give me a thumbs up. Thank you, honey. I forget to tell people that, I forget to say, hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up. I forget those things.
Yeah.
I started out in the mornings now praying over stuff and want to make sure, I get the Bible verse. And this morning, the Bible verse was from LizzAnn. I thought of Thirsty Thursdays, and we need the word.
Yeah, we do.
So LizzAnn did my thumbnail, and the verse she come up with was perfect.
That's one of my photographs from.
Oh, that's one you took?
California.
Oh man, it's beautiful.
That's Big Sur.
Yes.
Came and then she ran off. Like, okay. You want to go spend time with me? Go ahead. If that's the way you want to be this morning.
Oh, she don't want to come in. She don't recognize my voice. She
came. She stopped. I didn't pick her. I didn't notice her right away. And she turned, whenever he came out of the bathroom, she turned around and ran after him.
I love you too, Alma. Yeah. She's thinking, I don't recognize that voice. That sounds weird. I'm not going on there.
Yeah.
Did you see the picture Darlene B put on my Facebook? Okay, I'll do a screen share
all night.
Okay.
Facebook today.
Okay. Well, it was in my notifications, so
Cool.
let me see. Let me pull up my page because you got to see
Hello,
this.
Willow. How you doing, hon? Alma and Denise and Sonia and everybody. So good to see everybody. Denise, yeah. Let's see, Sonia.
Look at there. Who does that look like?
So cute.
Who does that look like?
That's adorable.
Don't that look like your baby?
It does, because that looks like Chica.
Yeah, that's Bonnie and Chica.
Oh, there we go. There we go. That's adorable.
Yes, it is so cute.
Handmade
So
designs. How you doing, hon?
yeah, John come in yesterday. You got Sonia.
Anybody? I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Sonia, you
Like-
got and Alma.
Super Dave, yeah.
Dad's garage came in yesterday.
Yeah.
Dad's vintage garage, and he was like, he couldn't figure out who that was talking.
Yeah. Well, whenever we're, hey, there you are. Come on.
Hey, I was squeaky yesterday, you guys. I was squeaky.
What's wrong?
I'm telling you, she says, no way, Jose. No way.
He wants me to go lay down. Is what the problem is. I'm not going to do that. Come here. Come here. Stop. Stop. Jeez. It's the same people. I promise you, sweetheart. It's the same people. I'm sorry.
Oh, Manuela's on the bus.
She
Hey,
Yeah.
Chica, you don't recognize my voice. You ain't even
who's
looking
there.
at the screen.
Look who's there. Look.
Hey, Chica. She's like, no way. She said, that's not Miss Darlene's voice.
Darlene and Traci had to go, so we didn't have a regular voice besides mine. Yeah.
Alma, I'm going to tell you, I've been drinking hot tea with honey, with lemon extract and honey. That's what I've been doing, a lot of that too.
Yeah.
So,
Good for your throat.
yeah. And,
It coats your throat somehow.
oh, Sonia, the other day,
I had to chase after her, Willow, and come on.
Traci just left. Traci just left. Her foot and her legs bothering her.
Yeah.
So you guys,
sorry to do that.
you guys pray for her as well. She prays for all of us, and pray for her as well.
Blessings over Traci.
But I'm reading the chats. But yeah, Alma, and Ella, I guess I don't think about a lot of people, their transportation is buses and such. So
True.
I guess I'm glad we can make your bus ride a little bit better. And if you have on earphones, I hope we don't make you laugh too much, because then somebody might look at you sideways and be thinking, uh-oh.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, kind of. Look. It was so weird.
We certainly understand, hon. Sometimes we can't be here.
I wish I could get pure honey from locally, Denise.
Yeah. Well, raw honey is what I got recently, and it seems to be helping. This one, our little Chica here.
You're right, Willow. The vintage, it's very good finish for the age of it, because this is a vintage piece.
I love that hat. That's nice.
It's the one
I can't wear those hats. It would drive me nuts. It'd be just too hot, no matter how cold here. And it doesn't get cold here.
Well,
not that cold to us.
I kept the scarf on yesterday. It just made my head feel better.
Well,
then
you're sick. It's a whole different thing,
I even put on my hoodie, and I was in bed with my hoodie on. And keeping kind of any air off my ear.
Yeah.
So this morning, I still didn't. You better be glad I got this hair covered up, girl. I'm just saying.
having one of those days, huh?
I did brush it this morning. I just haven't had the strength to get in the shower or
Yeah.
even. I just haven't had the strength.
Well,
I told
you'll get there and you'll feel better. And when you feel better, and it'll all work out.
Kevin last night. I said, "Well, I guess I could try to get in there, but then I would have went to bed with my hair wet, and I just don't
Yeah, you
feel
don't want
like.
to do that under your circumstances.
No, I just don't think I need to get my hair wet. I just don't.
Yeah. No, you don't need to sleep on it wet. That's for sure. Maybe in the daytime, it might, dry out in time and such, but
then I'd feel cold if it was laying on my, sometimes I just don't.
Yeah, you don't want to risk, you don't want to.
Alma, I can't even do that. Like MawMaw said, a hot toddy with the medications I take. I can't even do that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah,
But I will take my Tylenol. I don't mind taking Tylenol, but I'm going to, if you can talk, Lizz, while I rinse out my cup to make me some hot tea in the thing. Hey, Kim A, good morning. Good morning. I'm sorry I can't sing to you.
Who we have?
Oh my goodness! I started out reading what Joel wrote, and I jumped down to Willow. I was going to read Joel's, and I read. I usually run around the house in shorts and spaghetti tank, and I had to think, what? I know Joel does not wear no spaghetti tank.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joel. It
I
is for other blessings. Yeah, I'm trying to, I had to cover the vent this morning so it wouldn't dry me out.
Yeah.
But I was glad. I was happy that we, MawMaw, she said from all of us, that was able to bless Casey because he blesses us so much.
Yes, he
with
does.
what he does for us. So he's getting a Christmas present. He already knows what it is. And I'm the same way. Last year, Kevin took the coffee maker Keurig across the street so he could have it in his office. He does not like, good morning, Misha. No, he loves Misha. Good morning, Misha. I just can't sing to you guys coming in. I'm sorry.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I think the only
and Kim
thing keeping me going right now is the fact that I did do the nebulizer.
I'm not crazy, sorry.
But yeah, Kevin didn't like the coffee being made in the break room by these different people. So he took the Keurig and he said, get us one. So that was our Christmas to each of us.
Yeah.
Was another Keurig.
Well, that's cool.
And he sold the one to some John. Good morning. Good morning.
He told me to work.
Dad's Vintage Garage. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, good morning, Dad's Vintage Garage. Let's see. Vintage Garage's real name? I can't remember.
John.
I
spoke you up, John. John was probably lurking. But I said yesterday, John was like, I couldn't figure out who that was talking. So,
good morning, Anamora. Good morning. Good morning. I'm not doing so good. I'm sorry. I'm not Traci. There's no doubt about it.
So, John, I have a little bit more of my voice back, but not enough for Chica. Chica is not. Chica did not want to come.
It's wondering what the world's going on.
She does not like this voice.
She didn't recognize your voice, so I guess that might be the reason why I don't know. I can't.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Go with her. She has this thing. She'll come in here, but she wants me to go lay down. She'll come in here and she'll tease me like that. She'll come in and she'll stop right by me. I'll go to reach for her and then she'll run off and then stop about 6 feet away and turn and look back. And then to see if I'm coming. So if I get up and I start coming, then she starts walking again, and then I follow her, and she will go down the hall, through the living room, dining room, to the kitchen, down the hall to our bedroom, and that's where she wants me to go. I'm like, no.
Well,
anyway.
Bailey will come in here sometimes when she's ready for me to go in the bedroom. If I'm sitting here trying to work on something, she'll come and get my fingers in her mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And that's her way of telling me, come on and lay down.
Yeah.
So
sometimes she just knows what you need.
So I need to fix some hot tea now that Alma told me and put some honey, but no, medications and side effects. You guys want me, I think, to stick around a little bit.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah. Thank you, Willow. That's right. Tracy's pain level just.
Good morning, Pixie. Good morning. And you guys, I had my stitches out and my finger broke open. My finger broke right back open the very night that I had my stitches out. So I had to bandage, and it's coming back together.
Yay.
But no, it's not going to come together. I'm going to have a scar, but I don't care. But I'm keeping it. I'm keeping something to cover it, but still giving it air so it will dry out and do what the body wants it to.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you guys, let me get me some hot tea. Look, I've had my colors out to do my fingernails, and I just, number one, I feel like if I open fingernail polish right now, it's going to
make it worse.
I'm going to be on at least for a few more. Destiny, jump on in, babe. Jump on in. At least that can help take away some of me talking. But yes,
Destiny,
I just feel like this will overwhelm.
There's plenty of room for one more.
I feel like it will overwhelm my senses. Yeah, Kim, I really think I should have waited a couple more days because it took 7 stitches, and the ones closer to my fingernail, that's where it was hard for him to pull that together.
Yeah.
All right,
You're going to have to let her in.
There you go. There you go. So let me fix my hot tea.
How you doing, kiddo?
I'm okay.
Your smiling face, honey bun.
What's that?
Good to see your smiling face, honey bun.
Yeah, I've been up since I don't know what time.
Oh my.
I ran to the store to get Tommy some donuts, and it was really. Hold on, Mr. Pickles.
Hello, Mr. Pickles. Hello, Mr. Pickles. How are you this morning, Mr. Pickles? Oh, it's so good to hear from you. I'm so glad you're doing well.
I think he's tattling on Jaslyn.
That's funny.
Oh, now he's singing.
Now he's got like a cuckoo clock.
He's doing banjos, but from far away, it's.
Oh, that's funny.
Let me go see if I can get him. He clearly wants attention.
Yeah, begging for it.
Are you coming?
Yeah, it's funny how our pets are. They just have to be in the spotlight, no doubt, especially in our world. Yeah.
Boy. Look, let me have your feather, though. Good boy.
That's right.
You want some attention from Darlene and everybody, huh?
Hello, Mel. How you doing, hon?
Hi, baby.
Good to see you.
Turn around. Good boy.
Oh, hello, Mr. Pickles.
Is this what you wanted?
Mr. Pickles.
You say
How
hello.
are you? How are you today, sweetheart? You're so precious.
He just looked at the other birds and was like, haha.
I got Mama's shoulder. You're in the cage.
Oh, I am telling you, it is a trip with these guys, huh, baby?
off because her leg was bothering her. It was going numb on her. Her foot was going numb, and
Oh,
it was very uncomfortable. But she did last quite a long time. She hung in there until when I got on. We team tagged, and she took a rest. I was glad to relieve her. I do miss her. I miss her company, but anyway, I had to listen in a little bit before my battery started going kaput again. So I've got the my phone on the charger now. I've got to stay more on top of this because, or maybe I need to get one of those charger bricks or something. I don't know.
Willow, I'm just seeing where Willow said that it could have been too close to the. Yeah, it was, because I actually saw the back of my fingernail. That's how deep. That's how deep the cut was. Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. So that's why.
Willow, oh my goodness!
MawMaw, I'm sorry that you won't get sung to, because you don't want me to do it. And then if everybody has to.
Good morning, MawMaw. Good morning to you. Good morning, MawMaw. Good morning to you.
Wait, it's Sonia. You saying I sound like a squeaky toy? Sonia, I just saw that.
About my singing.
Oh, she's talking about your singing?
I think she's talking about my singing.
I think she's. That's okay. Look, squeaky toy is better than clack, clack, clacking on my darn keyboard. That Casey said, Mama, some people like to hear a keyboard. No. Casey sounds, sometimes he can do it to where he sounds like a machine gun going off. But no.
Yeah, we call that angry typing, even if you're not angry when you're typing.
Dwayne.
Make more noise than others.
I forget what Dwayne said this morning, so I typed real hard. D-U-A-N-E. D-U-A-N-E, and it clacked loud.
Now, Miss Dwayne, he must have had to go to work.
He did. He was.
Yeah.
I think I run him off, though, because I did that.
Oh, I don't
Clack.
think so. I don't think so.
It's great you can do tea and a Keurig.
Yeah, that helps out.
And for those of you that might
have out of his cage, Darlene.
Huh?
Look at Mr. Pickles. He's out of his cage.
Oh, he's my boy. He probably ain't gonna look at me either because look.
He's head up and down. Look at that. Yes.
Is that your Darlene?
Hey, my baby. He said, that don't sound like her. Chica didn't even want to come.
Head up and down. Yeah.
Hey, my baby. Hey, my Mr. Pickles. You gonna come live with me? You gonna come live with me?
You gonna go live with Darlene?
You better shake your head.
He's like, as long as my mama gets to come.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. That sounds painful.
No, yeah, mine took 7 stitches, Willow.
Now you got to go. I'm sorry.
Oh, Mel, you jumped in to hear Traci's song. I'm sorry.
Oh, God bless you, Mel, and bless your day, honey.
Yep.
Yes.
Stopping by, MawMaw.
Yes.
We're trying to train Mr. Pickles to cover for Traci when she's not able to be with us. And he's just being stubborn.
I'm telling you, it's this voice. I don't blame you, Mr. Pickles. It's my voice. In case you guys missed it, when I do the
he doesn't like the fact that you're what he would classify cutting yourself down. That's what he thinks you're doing.
Hey, my boy. Hey, my boy. I love you, my Mr. Pickles.
Do you love him?
Oh, she was doing her acrylics, so she couldn't type. Well, good, MawMaw. And MawMaw, we've had to do some Ruth Bond.
Okay.
She had a stroke, but they were letting her go home today. So we said prayer for Ruth. Yeah. I want everybody to continue to pray for NASCAR 3345. He's still sick, which is Derek.
He's sick. I'm sorry.
Yes. That's why he couldn't do Monday's auction. He couldn't talk.
Oh, poor guy.
He
So-
called us to see if Tommy could do it for him, but we were already in the middle of doing something.
And
And
then
Tommy hadn't slept.
then we went WENDT, I think it is. They asked prayer for a Grampy
just went,
camper.
yeah.
Yeah, because his wife passed away
Yeah.
Oh, no.
yesterday. And the thing of it is, what's so sad, he couldn't get his truck to start. She was
Yeah.
going into cardiac
Yeah.
arrest. He couldn't get his truck to start, so she passed
Yeah.
away at home.
That threw me because his friend's name is Dwayne. I thought something had happened to
Yeah.
the other Dwayne. I thought, whoa, wait a
it's-
minute. So I had to go catch up and
Yeah, his name's Dwayne Campbell. Then Jenny on Autumn Grace's channel.
Mhm.
She's got medical things coming up.
Aw.
So you guys, it's been a praise that it's the praise that Ruth got to go home because she
Mhm.
asked for prayers, and then they came in and said she gets to go home.
I'm so happy for her.
So
Lifestyle changes are hard though. So we need to keep her in our prayers for that, because when you have a stroke, there's blood pressure issues, there's possibly blood sugar issues.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times you can't use one side of your body and stuff. And
Right. There's physical therapy issues.
Yeah.
Mel asked if I've been going around kissing everybody. Girl, I'm just spreading a computer virus, literally. So Mel, if you get an upper respiratory virus, don't stop coming to my channel because I still love you. Wait, Mel.
Did you see what Sonia said? Her bird Jelly sings Traci's song. When she sings, it's funny to hear.
Oh my goodness.
oh, you should bring her on and have her do
I
it.
know.
Record that or something so we can, bring her on. That'd be better. That'd be so cool. Yeah.
So Mel, I'm not going to do the kisses. I'm not going to do the kisses at you then, Mel. I'm not going to throw you no kisses.
Just to be on the safe side, Mel.
Oh, you're sassy. Yeah.
She was put in the hospital for a TIA stroke, but they found other things while in the hospital, things that have to be further addressed.
Oh no.
Holidays. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh my.
So yes, we will keep. There's so much around Christmas time. People get sick.
Oh yeah.
Used to. I think it was my allergies. I see you, Mel, putting on that. People bring. I'd get. My allergies would flare up. Taking out a tree because it's been stored. It's kind of dusty. You bring out the tree and you start getting all that stuff. But I really think it's just change in the temperature, back and forth. And down here in the South, December can feel, one day December will feel like summer. The next day it's like winter.
Yeah.
So we don't really start getting what we call winter until about January.
Yeah.
So it's been weird. It's been weird.
It's snowing here.
It's sunshiny here.
But you guys, when I made my tea, and anytime I get the
It's
lemon
cold,
extract on my hands, I just rub it because I love the smell of lemon extract. It's so much different than lemon juice. I love the lemon extract smell, or almond extract. Sometimes I'll put the almond extract in my coffee, and I love the smell of it. So, or sometimes I just put
that Willow. When I go to the drugstore too, especially if I'm not there for a prescription, if I'm there for just because they have something that I need and they have a good price or something.
Yeah. Well, you think about it, Kroger has the pharmacy there.
That's true. A lot of the grocery stores do these days.
And, we've had to go and pick up MawMaw's medicine at Kroger. I don't go to Kroger to get mine. We have a drive-through.
Yeah, this morning I had to ask my husband because I couldn't check the temperature on my phone. I said, so do I need my coat? He says, yeah, you probably would feel pretty good about it. And he told me the temperature. I said, oh, well, we definitely need a coat. It's cold to us. I said, but if you were from Canada, this would be nice and warm.
Even here in Wisconsin.
It was 44.
Well, it has not
It felt like 37. It felt like 37. So.
We need cold to kill the bugs.
And we don't
You
get
know?
cold enough to kill the bugs here.
So it needs to get colder here
Yeah.
in order to kill the bugs. Because you know what? If we do not get cold here in Alabama.
Yeah. Even the mosquitoes do not die off here in the winter. It's crazy. Before I met my husband, he and his former brother-in-law had gone hunting out in one of the marshes out here, and it was frozen. It was all frozen, and they broke through, and the mosquitoes came flying out of there and attacked them.
Every year the mosquitoes get worse and worse here.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're immune to
I know
the chemicals to keep them away and the plants and everything. And I have to be careful for that.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like when I got out of the hospital, I was so used to during the summer being able to go outside and sit and enjoy the outside. And then I know, right? They're horrible, aren't they? And I couldn't do that this year because with my spleen being gone. So now I've got to get, all these stupid little injections every 6 months now. And
my goodness,
I can't enjoy outside like I used to.
Yeah, I understand.
Willow, I'm sorry, Liz.
Of course, it feeds the birds. It feeds the birds. There's a lot of birds and frogs and things like that will eat the mosquitoes. Now we spray here almost constantly. There was even an airplane that goes over it sprays.
Yeah.
Dish soap.
Willow, we started using a MawMaw. The guy used to be at Kroger. And when he left Kroger, it got to where one time one of the pharmacy guys sent home somebody's medication. Their name was spelt just different, a little bit different than MawMaw's last name.
Oh, no.
When I got there, I looked at it, and it was some of the same medicines that she takes.
Yeah.
And I looked at it. I said, "Oh my goodness, MawMaw, this is not your medicine."
Yeah, it's somebody else's. Yeah, her last name is whatchadoodle.
So MawMaw's
was my last name, actually.
MawMaw's last name. I mean, they sent home a Francis Crawford instead of Francis Crawley. But you still.
But
I took that back. And then when there was other mix-ups, I finally went to the guy that used to work there and started going to his wife parents owned a local pharmacy. So when he took over and went there, we started going there. Plus they have a drive-through.
Right. And then the familiarity.
Oh, yeah, he knows me.
And they can help you with your medicines that way. Yeah.
I broke down one day, sat there and started crying. I forget what it was. I said, I'm so tired of them that, I know it's confusing. I said,
oh, yeah.
For one medicine, and it was like last month maybe or something. And I done had a bad day. And then I went there and I went to the doctor's office. I said, why have you guys not sent my medicine? Well, we sent it in. I said, no, you did not. I went through the pharmacy and they don't make mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the doctor's office. Oh, we're so sorry. It's sitting in there on the nurse practitioner's desk. Not the one I usually use.
Yeah.
Another nurse. I said, it needs to be sent in.
Yeah.
Right away. So, yeah.
Yeah, this whole name confusion thing, it happened to me once when I went to, it was before I had my gallbladder out. I had to go to the hospital for a special test. I forget what it's called now. It wasn't an ultrasound. It was another test. It was after the ultrasound. And so the person comes from the administration office, comes to the door and says, I thought she said Elizabeth Tomlinson, but she actually, then I realized that she said Elizabeth Tomlin. And I thought, well, people mess up my name all the time, so it's no big deal. So I went in there and I'm sitting down and we're going through all the details. And she says, so you live in this, she mentioned this little town that's up, about an hour from here. And I said, no. And your social security number is blah, blah, she starts, I said, no. I said, here, this is my information. Yeah. I said, look at I had already given her my stuff. I said, look at my stuff. She says, oh, you're not Elizabeth Tomlin? I said, no, I'm Elizabeth Tomlin's son.
That's why you really have to look down.
Turns out that this lady, was in there, she goes to the same doctor that I go to, and they just sent the wrong information in. And I'm like, no. Trust me on this. That's why I checked for her in the mail here one day. And I thought, well, it says Elizabeth Tomlin, had my address and everything for a mammogram that I had not gone and taken. And I was like, it said Elizabeth Tomlin, and I thought, well, again, people mess up my name all the time, and that was before the deal with the gallbladder. And so I open it up and I see that it's clearly, this report on this ultrasound. And I'm like, oh no, I got to stop reading. This isn't me. So at that time, it was before everybody had a cell phone. So I looked her up in the phone book, and sure enough, there she was. And so I called her and I said, we have a problem. And I told her what happened, that I got her mail and so forth. I said, so I need to know what your mailing address is. I said, is this right in the phone book she says, no, the phone book's right. So she says, thank you. And I said, well, I'm not going to tell you what it says because I'm not going to read any more than I already read. I said, I'm just going to mail it to you. So anyway, and so that was 2 times with that woman. I had problems.
Well, I remember getting a thing in the mail stating like my medical readings was I had high blood pressure and something else. And I'm like, I don't have high blood pressure. And then I got a bill in the mail for a pregnancy test and something else. I called and I said, look, I am not paying this. It was the insurance company. It was on a Friday. I said, number one, I said, I don't have high blood pressure. And number 2,
yeah, me either.
The same doctor's office, I said, they sent me to have a complete hysterectomy almost 10 years ago. So I said, so it's 2 things has happened. There could be some woman out there pregnant with high blood pressure now. or I could be pregnant and I'm going to make money off these doctors. I said, so I'm just saying. And she got to laugh. And I said, well, I'm glad I make you laugh on a Friday. Because, usually people will give insurance company a lot of grief. So, yeah.
Sometimes they deserve it.
Yeah, but they can only go by what is sent into them, what they're being billed for.
Right.
I said, I've never had high blood pressure. And the other day when I went to the doctor, the blood pressure thing kept messing up. And it showed my lower number in the 90s. I said, no, mine had dropped down to 50s and low 60s. I said, I've never had a 90-something. Maybe when I was pregnant with my first child and had toxemia. That was the only time. But
no, it wasn't a CT with contrast. It was it started with an HA something. It was especially to check to see if you had stones in your gallbladder, and but it wasn't an MRI either. It was something else, and so it was like you went through the first phase of the test, and it took like 45 minutes. I was like, oh God, you had to lay perfectly still. Worse, it was worse than a CT or MRI, and then it was clear that I did not have stones. So then it could go to the next phase of the test, and that was another 45 minutes. And I was like, oh, crud.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, but anyway, it gave them what the answer they needed. So I wasn't admitted immediately, but it was the next day, I think, that I had to go in because
Willow, they're talking about the original Jergens smell that was the cherry kind of almond smell.
Yeah,
I love the smell of that, but I can't use Jergens lotion because it burns my skin. It burns me. But
I can't handle that smell, nor can I handle Dove for dishes. My grandmother used to use that apparently, and back whenever Rebecca was little, my husband's uncle used to coupon, and at that time you could coupon, and get triple coupons on something.
Yeah.
And so he was turning those. He would get like bunches of coupons from people, and he would go and he'd buy up these things. Well, my husband at that time was tossing the newspaper, the Chronicle out of Houston, and so on Sunday, the ones he picked up, we were able to keep the coupon packets. So did that, and my cousins and I would sit together one day a week and visit and cut coupons. Well, I had a bunch of coupons for this Dove for dishes, and I bought a whole bunch of them, not realizing how it was going to affect me. So I opened up the first bottle, and it almost knocked me on my butt. I thought, okay, this brings back so much, and it just kind of gave me a headache immediately. Now, my mother-in-law, my grandmothers didn't do that, but after all that time, it bothered me to such a degree. I was like, use all this that I bought. What am I going to do with it? So I gave it to the church for the local missions.
Hey, Pat, you are up mighty, mighty late, early in the morning. You are up mighty late, Pat.
Oh, my goodness.
But thank you for stopping by. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Sorry I got wound up today.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Oh
my goodness, Willow.
I
had the three little incisions. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All I like is for my dishes is Dawn dishwashing liquid. I don't want to smell apples. I don't want to smell anything. I want it to be the regular.
Right.
Now, Kevin said, good morning, Destiny and Liz.
Well, good morning, Kevin. How you doing?
Good morning.
Pat, Miss Pat, I sound wonderful today.
Hello, start with Pat. How you doing, honey?
Compared to Monday, Tuesday, today's Thursday. Between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah.
I could not do much over a whisper and a squeak yesterday. I typed a lot, and we weren't on, but I don't even think I was on a full hour yesterday. It's been a rough week.
Yeah, it has been for you.
It has.
But you persevered.
Yeah. Yesterday I wasn't on. Was it Monday?
Yeah, Monday I think it was. You weren't on. I think it was on Traci's.
No, I had to get my stitches out Tuesday. Yeah, I was sick Monday. Traci came on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Because I went to the ER to get my stitches out and to make sure I didn't have pneumonia. So Wednesday I came on, but we didn't stay on yesterday for very long.
Yeah.
But today Traci was hurting, so she jumped off, and then the other backup girls come on.
High five, Destiny. High five.
So Pat, she come back from her trip with a sore throat. She was sick. Oh, I'm so sorry, Pat. She got to go. Was it London, Pat, that you got to go visit for? And you posted the pictures. Yeah, upper respiratory infection, viral infection. So really, nothing.
Yeah, that's too much.
So yesterday I had on my big earphones to keep my right ear from hurting, but my ear's not hurting right now. Italy. She went to Italy, Rome, and many
Wow.
other places.
Nice.
Cool deal.
If you guys don't know Style with Pat, you need to visit her because she posted pictures.
I'll have to look at that. She
And-
posted it on her YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
on her Facebook?
Well, both. And usually she does crafting. She does crafting videos.
Yeah.
So
I will be right back. I need to go get Tommy some coffee.
Don't forget you have a little bird on your shoulder.
oh, and I hope that wasn't a donut that
Birdie
you just
came
ate.
this morning.
It was a donut I just ate. I'm sorry.
You see the stink eye. That's not the, oh, no, you didn't just, that's the stink eye. And I saw it when they brought it. I'm like, that is a donut. I recognize that's a donut.
I
Just
had
because.
to run this morning to get some donuts, and then I'm making beef stew for dinner. So I have it. There's a trick that I learned, so I'm doing that right now with the meat and my KitchenAid. You take the hook paddle and you put your meat in, put some of your liquids in, and then you just beat it.
Yeah.
Turn it on low, and it tenderizes it and kind of marries the meat with the flavoring. And
Yay.
Ooh.
I learned.
What's that got to do with the doggone donut? Look, I have the sick munchies.
Oh, those cookies.
Sometimes you guys will be sick. Nothing tastes right. Nothing smells right. No, I've got the sick munchies.
Oh, no.
I get munchies when I get sick, and I want weird things like the Cajun boiled peanuts and the Cheetos and Oreos and cottage cheese. That was my supper last night, you guys.
Wow.
Doesn't that sound yummy?
I will be right back.
Cajun boiled peanut.
No more donuts. No more donuts.
I just took my meds, so I probably won't eat for the rest of the day.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right back.
They're kind of messing with you.
But you guys, I don't even really like Oreos unless it's double stuff. But Kevin had them out.
Oh, no.
And then he kind of slid them my way, and I kind of looked at him, and yeah, so I finished them off. I said, look, because usually he'll wait until I finish something off, and he'll say, give me one of those cookies.
You're like, cookies? What cookies? We had cookies?
We were down to 2. And I said, speak now or forever hold your Oreos.
My aunt used to keep her Oreo cookies in the refrigerator.
Oh.
Yeah. And so whenever we'd go over there, she'd tell me that, this was my uncle's, my aunt by marriage, basically. But anyway, she was a sweetie to me. I don't know. She'd say, you could go have a couple of cookies if you want. So I'd go in there, and they just tasted so much better. I don't know, the scents in her refrigerator. You know how you have things in the refrigerator that cause a scent. Everything that was in her refrigerator made those Oreo cookies just smell a particular way, and every time, it was good. It was all good. It was a good smell, and it was like, oh man, these are good. So occasionally I would put them in the refrigerator, at our house when I was growing up, but it just didn't taste the same.
Nothing tastes the same. Well, Denise said she lived in Rome when she was young.
Wow.
Denise, how did you come to live in Rome? Oh wow, they lived across from Jane Mansfield.
Wow. My goodness.
Oh, so you're still coughing, Pat? So Alma.
That's funny. Coughing like crazy, Pat. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. Very cold.
But I do. I like the double stuffed Oreos better. But you guys, I might have told you yesterday, I finished off Kevin's chocolate chip cookies, Chips Ahoy. And so I told Casey, I said, when you go get water at the, I said, when you go to the fuel station, I said, you need to pick up a sleeve of Chips Ahoy cookies. Mom, I'm not going in Kroger. I said, no, they have the sleeve of them, just a little sleeve of them at the fuel station sometimes with the snacks at Kroger. Mm-hmm. Well, they didn't have none. Because I was going to refill that one slide so when Kevin come home, he didn't say, did you eat all my Chips Ahoy?
Cover it up, were you?
Yes, I was. Because he'll say, that's why you stay sick, because you're not eating right. You're not eating right. So I was going to replace the Chips Ahoy. So when he got home, I said, baby, I'm just going to tell you, I ate your Chips Ahoy, every one of them. And he said, well, that's okay. And I said, well, I was going to try to cover it up.
Oh, Sonia's accusing us of making her hungry.
I'm sorry.
Destiny, because you ate that donut, Destiny.
I know.
You know, and that'll, I don't know, my medicine, my new stuff that I'm taking, it suppresses my appetite. Mm-hmm. It makes me nauseous.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel zombie-ish, like. Mm-hmm.
And see, I'm lucky it hasn't hit me like that. But then I really thought when I first started getting sick, it was that plus the Humira. And then cut my finger. They put me on antibiotic. I thought it was a combination of everything, but I think it was just an upper respiratory that I was going to get anyway. Last year, we were all sick.
Stuff in the air, you know?
Kevin was sick a whole month last year.
Oh, my.
The last 2 weeks of December, he was out of work for 2 weeks. That's how sick he was. I think when me and Casey had to get down on our knees and put our hands on him and pray for him.
12 a.m. at Pat, where Pat is.
Well, yes,
God bless your rest, Pat. Praying you sleep well, honey, and wake up well.
Much love.
Love you, Pat.
Yes, Pat. Love you, hon. But, I understand. Well, my mother was diabetic, but now my granddaughter is.
But yeah, we had to lay hands on Kevin. I mean, he was so sick last year; it was not even real. I just had not ever seen him that sick for that long. Mm-hmm. We didn't even. I mean, I was sick when I took the gifts to my grandbabies, and I come right back home. MawMaw was sick. Our whole house was. And it just didn't even feel like Christmas. And I didn't have you guys. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm on here. And it really was a depressing time. But, you know, in retrospect, knowing that Grampy Camper, that he had a wife to pass away at home. You know, in retrospect, my being upper respiratory problems, nothing compared to, bless his heart, what he is going through. Mm-hmm. And you guys just, you know, if you jot it down on a piece of paper, you know, his name's Dwayne, but he goes by Grampy Camper. You know, just keep him in your prayers sometime today. Or if you just say, Lord, just touch the gentleman that lost his wife yesterday. Here it is, 2 weeks before Christmas. And you know, I just couldn't imagine. I would want to curl up in a ball if I lost my husband.
Me too.
So, yeah. And then we have one person that had a stroke, and she's getting to go home today. So, you know, there's so much medical stuff. And
oh my goodness.
And then we have Carolyn H. They had to, she should have her grandbaby by now, because her daughter, her daughter was having contractions. So I pray that they have a Christmas baby, 4-speed,
We appreciate
prayer.
it. Thank you so much.
Asked prayer on the 9th for his mom. So, oh, goodness gracious. From your chest to your hip. Let me go back up, Denise. Oh, the old fashioned way. Yeah, I just have a couple of incisions. But I'm gonna tell you, they went in when I had my lap band, they went in the same incision to my left where the gallbladder was. And then they went in and he removed umbilical hernia at the same time. So they went in at my belly button in the same incision.
Wow.
That, let me see. No, when I had my lap band, they went in through the same incision in my belly button as they went in for my that. Scar tissue hurts, and scar tissue will build up.
Yes,
and I think sometimes that pain that I feel rolling or grabbing me on my right side is right in that incision that I don't have nothing there, except fat. But it is right where that scar tissue. That's why they're not supposed to keep going into the same place, because you build up scar tissue, and scar tissue, it is painful.
It is.
Oh, well, Alma, I am glad you come and hung out with us today.
Yeah.
And you have a blessed and Merry Christmas too, if we don't see you before.
Yep. Merry Christmas,
dear. Merry Christmas.
Much love.
Love you. I will not blow kisses, but I'll show you love. And Sonia, go to bed 3 a.m. and you don't feel good.
Oh my goodness. You need, Sonia, you need to take care of yourself, honey. You need some rest, some good rest.
And Willow, I just thought about it, but yeah. Hi, Nathan T.
It does hurt. Oh, you're right. Adhesions are nothing to.
And you guys, we're going to be on 3 more minutes. I'll do a stop fast at 11 so I can rest. Yesterday I was only able to do about an hour. And today I've kind of pushed it.
Yeah, you need to take care of yourself too. You see me point my finger at you. Dusty's like, I mean, not Dusty. Destiny's like, okay, she's pointing her finger at me.
I'm surprised.
It's funny that you said that for a name, LizzAnn.
Oh, Dusty?
Yes, because when I was little, my brother's name is Rusty.
Oh.
They used to call us Dusty Rusty.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. My daughter has a friend whose name is Dusty, and she's a lot like you, Destiny. She's about the same height, and she loves pixie dust, and she loves the fairies and all that. And it's like, glitter. Oh Lordy, if it's got glitter, she loves it. Anytime Rebecca and I see something with glitter, it's like, oh, there's Dusty.
All you need is a little pixie dust.
There you go. And so, so sometimes I'm thinking in my head Dusty when I'm talking to you, and that's how it popped out.
Hopefully she's Irish too,
I'm not sure what she is, but she's a sweetheart. She's the sweetest little thing. She's just
I'm surprised. I'm surprised I have not gotten a call from my husband or that he hasn't jumped in here and said, go to bed.
Yeah, well, he's hearing us, he's hearing it, I'm sure.
I am going to call him and ask him what's up with what I smell in this house is coming through the, sometimes they do something and you can, it'll come up through, you can smell it through the,
through your vents.
Well, through the sink.
Yeah,
through the pipes. Yeah. And it's like, oh my gosh. And
Yeah.
I went through the house and no, it's not from the puppy. She's in her kennel. And I'm
Yeah.
like, And every now and then.
Sometimes you need to pour a little diluted Clorox down.
No, sometimes the city will be doing something.
Yeah.
And,
the sewer lines, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
they'll
true.
be doing
That's
something
what
to
happens here too. Like we have
Yeah.
Bird, sorry. Scared the tar out of me.
Which one was that?
Kaplan, Mr. Kaplan, the new one.
Oh, Miss Kaplan?
Mr. Kaplan.
I named it. She picked my name.
It's a boy?
No, it's a girl. But see,
explain it.
Okay, so in the show Blacklist, I don't know if anybody else has seen it, but I know that Darlene and Livin and me and
what show is this?
Blacklist.
Oh, I haven't seen that show.
Our favorite shows.
Okay.
And so I had a live the other night where I had asked my subscribers to.
Oh, okay.
Her. And
Be careful.
even wrote in the chat Kaplan, which in the show is they call like first few seasons they call Mr. Kaplan.
Oh, okay.
But it was actually a female.
Oh, that's okay. That's the outfits.
So she is her personality. I figured out why I love her so much is because that's what Mr. Kaplan from the show, that she's got the personality for it.
Oh, that's
so
crazy.
I'm gonna do live when I'm feeling a little bit better, and I'm gonna let everybody know what her name is and stuff like that. But her name is Mr. Kaplan.
Awesome.
And she just came and scared the tar out of me because I didn't realize that Joey had opened up their cage.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Well, and she can fly too.
Oh, and she sounds like a little bat.
Ooh.
And she moves in like a way a bat would move.
Oh my goodness.
And we've had plenty of those in the house.
Destiny, you was talking about your neighborhood. Let me tell you what happened yesterday. I'd come back. I'd be back and forth, So I come in here and I sit down for a few. And Bailey doesn't bark, even if she's here. She went to the back door and she kept sniffing and she barked a couple of times. And I'm like, and I'm like, Bailey. So I waited to see if it was Kevin coming in. And she kept looking and she barked again. But then Kevin called me. I done got back in bed and everything. Kevin called me. He says, the house locked up. I said, yeah, of course. Why? He said, there was a shooting. It's only two, let me see, 2 roads over.
Oh, no.
He said 2 guys went in and shot somebody. I said, when did this happen? So I don't know if they could have come running this way. Because if you come through this way, it's kind of wooded. Then they could hit the railroad tracks. Right down below. And once somebody hits the railroad track, either way they can run quicker. So I don't know if somebody might not come up on our back deck and check the doorknob, check the door.
And probably heard her.
And heard, because she has a big dog. She has a big dog voice now. She has a big voice. And they're not going to try to come in on a dog. Yeah. So, I don't even know if they've caught the person. I don't know if he said they killed him or not, but
oh my
you
goodness.
Guys,
that's scary.
I mean, it's everywhere.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
It's everywhere. Small city.
It doesn't matter where you live. Even if you live in quote the better part of what would be considered the better part of the city, we still have problems because people are seeking out things there.
What my husband said, in the state of Alabama, they said that in our small area is the highest crime rate in the state of Alabama. I said, are you serious?
Wow.
In our little, and you guys, it wasn't that long ago, they were finding women dead here. And they weren't from here. So, I don't.
We had that not too long ago. Remember a couple weeks ago when I was telling you guys about how they found that body just right down the road from us?
Oh my!
There was a woman that disappeared back in May from the Dells. Her and some guy went to the Dells, and they found her body. It was she disappeared and he disappeared, and the hunters found her body.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, you know, it's just everywhere, and you know, and it is going.
Y'all are making me hungry for sweets.
It will not ever get better. It will only continue to get worse because that's biblical. It's biblical.
Yeah, well, that's
but you
true.
guys, it is 11:04, and I am going to go so I can take my midday meds and go lay down.
Yes, please take care of yourself.
Yes, please.
So Kim A said there was one in Jersey City.
Oh.
I'm telling you. So see, I have Facebook. I'm on here with you guys more than I'm on
Barbecue
Facebook.
chips and the Pepsi. No.
So I'm not seeing a lot of stuff that goes on in my area. But I need to go through and take myself out of a lot of groups because I'm getting, like my Facebook, I get a lot of notifications, people posting in groups. Yeah. And I'm not getting as many of like my sisters, my two sisters and their posts and stuff that I really want to keep up with.
Yeah. Well, I get all of that and the other stuff too. And it's like 99 posts. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I go through all those.
I need to go through.
That's a good idea. I need to back out of some of these groups too.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people, they think you're snubbing them when you do it, but it's not that. I just have to, I want to free up some so I get. See, I didn't. I never thought about that.
See,
scary places. I like that scary places.
Kim. Oh, Kim, that's awful.
Oh,
in this day and age, that you know,
that's terrible. All those things are terrible.
Hello.
Oh,
yeah.
Hello and Kim and
that's why I tell you, that's why having a channel with praise, you know, and praise and prayer is so much needed nowadays. It's much needed. But you guys, I will say good that
hello, Mr. Remington.
You guys a farewell.
He just climbed up my
I see that. He's decided that that's his perch, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you poor thing. Oh, now you flew off.
Yeah, that's because she's right there. Kaplan's right up there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you guys, I love you.
Love you too.
Much love.
God bless. God bless everybody in the chat.
We will see you guys in the morning.
Have a beautiful day.
And I don't know how crazy the hat will be, but I'll figure out something. I love you guys.
I got one in reserve right here.
Oh, I love you guys.
My phone charged up so I can come in a little bit earlier for a little while. So, yeah.
All right, you guys. I love you.
Love you guys.
Much love.
Blessed day, everyone.